Hey everybody, it is nostalgia time once again, and we are going to do another exciting round of Acer machines. So this time we have the Acer Aspire 3020, the Z1650, the Aspire 1 756, the 7745, the T180, and 1671. The way the 3020 came out was really weird because it just came out as like the entire directory of the files. So it just came out as a complete directory of all of its files. And it wasn't put into ISO images or anything like that. Yep, as I figured, disk 2 is also unbootable. The first two are unbootable. I'm assuming disk 3 is unbootable too, and yes, it is. Well, that's a fail right out of the gate. And I am saying it is a fail though because I have not tested any of these discs off camera. These have not been tested prior to taping. And I see an Acer has already reached Symantec Ghost, so it looks like the automated script actually succeeded. That's a first. But since this is an updated version of Symantec Ghost, it already works. So the image should be on this disk because this was the only disk I received. But I want to make sure. So we'll go down to the restore and we'll just tell it to scan for images, and I'll look through the folder and see what we find. Okay, it hasn't found anything. Oh, images. Here it is. Here is our image. And then, of course, I gotta click in the box and then type it in. Didn't we have this problem like a while back? I think I recall we did. Where the program was locked to the Russian keyboard layout, and therefore I wasn't able to type in the password. Well, we got 2 fails in 1 episode. That is just nice. So the 3020 failed because those CDs are unbootable. The 1671 failed because the Symantec Ghost tool is locked to the Russian keyboard layout. And of course, I'm using the English US layout. So now I guess we're left with the 3 Windows 7 machines and the Aspire T180, which did come with Windows Vista, and it actually came with 2 different editions. It came with the option of Vista Home Basic, and then there was another model, like we're doing here, with Windows Vista Home Premium. But I'll see if that's actually right. So meanwhile, I'll go ahead and it says please insert backup disk 2 or the reset CD. And we'll go ahead and start that restore, and the other 2 are ready to start as well. Here we go, next. And here's disk 2, like it asks. And we'll start that one. And here's the other one. Alright, that's ready to start. And this should detect the second disk. Yep, because this is actually an 8 disk pack rather than just 2 or 3. So we'll start that restore. And off we go. It has been about 2 hours, and now the Aspire T180 is the winner, and it is now heading into the out-of-box experience. The 7745 is now copying over its files onto the target directory. As for the other two, however, the Z1650 and the 1756 are still copying files from their disks. So here we are at the Windows Vista Home Premium, and I could tell by the Windows Vista logo on top from earlier that this is Vista RTM, but we're going to find out here as we go through. So there's the Acer logo, and I was correct on the edition. This is the Home Premium variant of this specific Acer model. There was a lower end Home Basic model, as I've mentioned earlier. However, there weren't proper discs available for that specific variant. So there it is. Doesn't say Service Pack 1 or 2, so this is Home Premium RTM. No service packs. As soon as it listens to me, it's going quite slow for some reason, and I don't know why. So we'll skip the password and all that. And just like we saw with many other Acers, these are the wallpapers we've been seeing. So we'll use recommended settings, and we'll switch the hour, home network, and nothing else from the manufacturer on this screen, so we can just hit start. And now it'll assess the system performance, and then we will be at the desktop. Alright, here we are at the desktop, and I can already tell that Norton Internet Security is installed. NTI CD and DVD Maker 7 is also installed, along with that empowering technology thing that we saw on another Acer model a while back. The eSabi we know is that news program. It's also got Adobe Reader 7. It has PowerPoint Viewer 2003. And here comes the sidebar. I believe it has Office 2007. Yes, it does. This activates the trial for Office 2007, because Vista and Office 2007 both launched together. And it's kind of glitching out too, but the Acer launch tool is actually playing music, interestingly enough. Yeah, it's kind of glitching out. So there's the tool preparing to install all the remaining apps. And there's the Welcome Center, the default one in Vista. In Acer Zone, we have this picture slide DVD, which I'm not sure what these are, but all these are removals. Those are all on installers. There's the user's guide. There's eSabi again. And then finally the games section. Doesn't look like it comes with anything new. It doesn't look like nothing else to see. It says, "Thank you for choosing this product. Please wait while the necessary drivers and programs are installed." You can see there's Norton down there saying that it's out of date. And then while this is running, it's going to run through that Acer tour, which essentially is just like that. So the Acer tour program is actually just like this here. It's going through the tour while the programs and drivers are being installed. So it talks about Acer's eData security, program which encrypts your files for greater security. And it talks about a few other things, including power management and everything else. But otherwise, I will head into the system properties and show you that this is indeed Vista Home Premium RTM. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just absolutely glitching. Yeah, it's supposed to install a custom screensaver. See if I can move that window over. It's not responding. Lovely. Yeah, it's getting a little finicky. But I clearly think that screensaver that we've seen already is probably going to be here. And now it's talking about e-recovery and how you can restore the operating system. Even so, it talks about the e-recovery where you can back up your system or restore it back to the factory settings should you need it. But let me see if I can go into Task Manager and end it. And I'll just do it through the Control Delete Security Options menu. And that talks about Norton here, which is included. Okay, I think this is getting a little too finicky to even continue on with. So I'm just gonna shut it down as everything slowly sprawls back to life. So now we're down to these three. So I see one of them is almost done. So we'll wait for that to finish and then we'll look at that install. Alright, so I have gotten the Aspire 1 756 to its out-of-box experience. I'm getting the 77.5 to its out-of-box experience, even though the updating portion of the restore was 3/4. Even though the update section of the restore process was a quarter or halfway done. But in reality, the actual restore process is essentially complete. So, here we go through the out-of-box experience on the 756. And I was actually wrong about the addition of Starter. The 756 actually came with Home Premium pre-installed. And this is Service Pack 1. And what it meant by updating system was that Acer's launch tool was going to be used following the restore program and after installing devices to throw the system into system preparation and install the software before launching the out-of-box experience. So yeah, this is strange. It said that the Aspire 1 was supposed to come with 7 Starter, but on the out-of-box experience it said Home Premium. There's the Skype, which has already been preloaded. And then we already know what that registration card's going to look like. And there's McAfee. And it looks like it actually waits to install the software until after the out-of-box experience. This is RTM with no service packs. I was wrong about the 756. The time is correct. Just need to switch that to a 5. And now it'll connect to the network and apply the settings and reach the desktop. Meanwhile, the Z1650 is finally almost at the end, copying all the files and everything. So we got the one with the newer logo and then the one with the older one. So there we go. We have a little more freedom on the other account because the main administrator is doing all the software installation and everything. So we can take a look at what this has got while it's going. So it's got Adobe Reader 10, and I've never heard of this program before. It's called Foos Kids. I wonder what this is. We can't seem to connect to the internet right now. I suppose it's because I don't have a network adapter connected. Yeah, we get that same message. It's probably because the servers have been offline for a long time. So, we can start seeing the Live Essentials stuff being installed. So there's the Acer VCM that runs on startup. We got News Expresso, which of course is that newspaper program. And then here's all the included games for both Windows and Acer. Yeah, from both the Acer selected titles and the ones that are included with Windows 7. And there's that Slingo program, and there's that Skipbo game that we were going to try and take a look at in a previous episode. And it's got Evernote preloaded. I think we tried to look at it on Windows 8, but it required to sign in. So yeah, this is an installer essentially. So we'll go ahead and activate the McAfee trial as that now reaches the desktop. So yeah, that's essentially an installer for Evernote. Evernote also requires a sign in. Well then. So let's see if it comes with anything else. Any other backgrounds and screensavers? No, it just comes with the starter wallpaper by default, the default wallpaper for Windows 7 Starter, and then there's the usual one. And it doesn't look like it comes with any screensavers. So let's look at that installation. On this one, well, pretty familiar. There's the Media Maker 8, Adobe Reader 9, the Game Zone. And when we look at all the apps that are included, there is the Skype installer, the one that installs Skype, as it's not fully preloaded on the system. And there's a lot of the other stuff, and here's all the games on this installation. And there's the Spin and Win game that we took a look at in that other episode. Or did we do it on a computer of identical nature? Yeah, I recall we did that game on a machine of identical nature, like this one here. So let's take a look now and see. So it has a screensaver and background already included. So let's take a quick peek at the screensaver. And yeah, nothing changed with this one. And these are the wallpapers that are included. There's the default Harmony and there's the default Harmony background. So yeah, other than that, nothing new to report. So now we will just wait for the Z1650 to finish, and then we'll be done. Alright, and finally, got the last computer into the out-of-box experience, and this is the one that has the starter edition, not that other one. So we already know that it will not come with any special backgrounds or anything, but we'll find out. This is Starter Service Pack 1, Central Time. So, let's take a look at this copy of Windows, and of course, since this is Starter, we don't get any background personalization options, and that also means we will not get any custom screensavers either. So, we got that Netflix web link, we got the Skype app, which is fully installed, Cyberlink's UCam program. However, we're on a desktop computer, so it doesn't work. But at least we tried. There's that Foos Kids that we saw earlier, which we know does not work. There's Adobe Reader 10. Live Essentials comes pre-installed. And there's Norton. There's Nero version 10, the McAfee suite. Here's all the games that Acer chose. There's that Evernote, which we took a look at. And the rest are going to be the typical Acer items. So, that's going to do it then for this episode. So next time, I've got another dozen Acers to take a look at. So until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.